What's up there, YouTube? Scrag101 here. Gonna do a little report here on the Spikes Tactical 22 drop-in conversion kit for the AR-15 platform. I've had this kit for a while now. Had a couple issues with it, which I'll cover in a little bit. But just want to bring it out here and do some shooting and show you some accuracy to expect when you get one of these 22 kits and drop it into your AR. So let's go ahead and cut to the action. So there's been lots of videos out there on how to do this, but I'll go through the basics real fast. If your AR was fully assembled, you would have your standard AR bolt inside, bolt and carrier group. You would break the gun in half, take out your old bolt and carrier group, get your 22 conversion kit carrier group. Sorry, I'm trying to do this off camera in the sun, so it's a little hard to see what I'm doing and keep it on screen. Slide the whole kit in, make sure it's flush with this back end here. Close the kit, pop your pin back in, and you're done. Your gun's now a 22. So I figured we'd start off with just doing a couple of quick mag dumps just to show the reliability of the gun with the kit in there. Some people have said that they have really poor reliability. I think mostly this is due to either ammo choice, poor ammo choice, or not keeping the gun well cleaned. After a couple hundred rounds, the 22 is such a dirty ammo that your rails will start to get a little gunked up, and you'll want to break down the gun, just wipe off the residue, put a little coating of oil on there, and that should take care of it. But you know, some people have had issues. Today, for the test, we're going to be shooting the recommended cheap Federal Walmart box. Just, you know, the 550 round block that you can get for like 15 bucks at Walmart. This is what they suggest to use. They don't suggest using any of the Remington stuff that you can get. It is the Remington stuff, I believe, has a wax coating or something on it that can induce failures to feed and things like that. So I'll go ahead and charge up the gun and just do a quick little mag dump, and hopefully we won't have any stovepipes or jams. Empty mag, went through about 25 rounds or so. No jams, no issues. Definitely can't complain. Like I said, if you've got reliability issues, look a little bit closer at how well the kit's maintained. If you're having issues still after that, maybe contact the company and see if they have a recommended solution. And if all else fails, you know, maybe they'll send you a part to replace anything that might be broken. I know the springs can wear out on these, but those are also things you can buy replacements for. I know Brownell sells spring kits. Spikes Tactical has spring kits on their website. And I'm sure they're all universal. There's almost no difference in these kits. So we'll go ahead and load up another magazine here, and we're going to shoot standing, not prone or rested, and we're just going to shoot like a 10 round group to see what kind of groupings we can get. We're going to be shooting this one at about 10 yards. And let's go ahead and zoom in here. Not sure how well my camera's going to do. It's kind of a little cheapo camera. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just walk up on it. And as you can see here, at 10 yards you're going to have a nice little group. About what you would expect. You've got point of aim, point of impact, compensating for the difference in barrel height versus where the sight post is and everything like that. You'd expect it to be about 1.5 inches, 2 inches low. So I'm going to go ahead and tape these up. And my favorite thing to do is bring out little stickies. Drop little stickies on there. And of course, yeah, I love pink. Pink is my favorite color. But I find that these are good to take out with friends. If you're shooting with, 3 or 4 of them. If you shoot with more than that, it can get a little bit confusing just because you don't have as many colors as you do friends. So a good thing to do is you can just put your initials on there for where your hits are. But yeah, accuracy is not bad at all at 10 yards, which you would hope, shooting 10 yards with a 22, you should be, putting quarter size groupings, if not smaller. But that was unsupported, shooting pretty fast. So I'll go ahead and back it up again, and we'll shoot it 25 yards, shooting for accuracy. Okay, so for 25 yards, I'm going to go ahead and rest the gun, get a little bit more stability, and my point of aim is going to be, there's 3 dots in a row, and then there's 1 dot right below that, kind of top of the chest. I'm going to be aiming for that top of the chest dot, so we'll see where we land aiming at that point. Bring in my handy mug. These are tactical 64-ounce mugs. Alright, again, gonna go take a little closer look, see how we did. Point of aim, point of impact, not too much bullet drop. 25 yards, you wouldn't expect that from a 22. You're not gonna get the same accuracy out of this as you would your 223. 22, especially Walmart brand 22, you're gonna have a lot of variance between the amount of powder in every shot. I say a lot, but you'll have a slight variance. The other thing you'll have to remember is shooting the 22 kit is it's not the same as shooting a 223 round. The 223 round is slightly larger, so it grabs the grooves of the barrel a little bit better. The other thing you have to worry about is the amount of rifling there is. In a standard 22 barrel, it's anywhere from a 1 in 16 twist to a 1 in 20 twist. In the rifle that I'm shooting, it's a 1 in 9 twist. So you're spinning it almost twice as fast, and so you can expect to see a degradation in the accuracy fairly quickly. Anyway, not to blame my accuracy on anything other than just poor trigger control. So that's a look at 25 yards and the kind of grouping that you can get. So I figured, while I've got the time, the rounds, and the memory on the card, I'd do a real fast mag dump into the 10-yarder and just shooting for speed more than accuracy, heading for the top paper there. See what kind of grouping we can get. Again, no jams, no issues. A little bit of powder in the eye from the blowback, but nothing to be upset about. And let's go take a look at that grouping. So as you can see, all 25 rounds ended up in here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So pretty happy with that. Again, 10 yards, 22, no kick, just fun. Grouping to be about what you'd expect. I think what I'm actually going to do is do the same thing but at 25 yards and see how tight the grouping can get. So I think what I'm going to do for this one, I've set the camera off just a couple of feet to the left of the target. I'm going to have my point of aim right here. Hopefully I don't have a really bad flyer that comes at the camera and takes it out. If I do, you'll never know because you'll never see this. Either way, so point of impact, trying to aim for here. Going to shoot rapid fire from 25 yards. Okay, again, nice little tight group. Had one that actually hit where I was aiming. Probably me just carrying it up. But like I said, you can expect tight groups from these. I've seen on one channel, Safe Arms Review, even when as far as to playing splitting a playing card with one. I don't ever expect that kind of accuracy out of it. I understand the limitations of it, but 25 rounds, 25 yards, nice tight grouping. I mean, palm size, can't complain. Highly recommend one of these kits if you're looking to get good trigger time on your AR platform, not having to switch out, going to either a lighter gun like an M&P 1522. I've owned one of those, great guns from a training standpoint, gives you all the same fire controls, but from an actual aspect of the gun being the same as the platform that you're using, there are some differences. It's lighter. It's an all polymer gun. Has great accuracy though. That's one thing that you can't get, or you'll have trouble getting from a drop-in kit. You can, however, buy an entire upper in 22 long rifle so that the barrel is indeed rifled properly for the caliber. Doing that, you're going to achieve great accuracy. I mean, you're going to be shooting a 22 the way it's meant to be shot. Cost-wise, you know, you're spending $350, $450 or so just to shoot the 22. Half of that price for a drop-in kit. So there's goods and there's bads about both. The drop-in kit is real simple. I mean, it takes seconds, 30 seconds to swap it out, and you've gone from the platform you use every day for your tactical rifle drills to a 22 plinker or 22 training gun. You can achieve very good accuracy. I mean, this accuracy is the kind of accuracy you would run drills with. You're not all over the paper with it. I mean, you've still got a nice tight group that if you're running drills, you could easily use this. The one big downside is you're going to be putting extra wear on your gun that you're using for either A, defending your life, B, you know, running tactical drills. This isn't a plinker. You know, this isn't your 1022 that you've got, you know, $150 invested in. This could be a gun that you've got $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 invested in, and dropping in a 22 kit, maybe putting extra wear on parts in there that you don't necessarily want to be wearing out. Like I said, or will be saying, not sure how I'll edit it in, the one major issue I had was a broken hammer pin, which is largely attributed to a drop-in kit, such as the Spikes Tactical 22 drop-in kit. So you will be putting a little extra wear. The bullets, I don't know how much extra wear the bullets are going to put on your barrel. because they're smaller, if there's any extra wear. I'm not an expert on these things. You may experience more wear because you're going to be putting more rounds down the barrel. So you have that to account for too. Do you want your .223 barrel being worn because you're shooting 22s down it? That I can't say for sure how much faster it's going to wear you out, but you can experience a little bit more wear. Other than that, $200. You can buy them used. I see them on a local Craigslist type listing that we have here in Utah called KSL.com. I see them selling for 125 bucks sometimes, 150 bucks sometimes. So you can get them dirt cheap, and they're reliable. If you have any issues, there isn't usually anything major that's wrong. Either it's a new spring that needs to be put into it, it may need a new chamber adapter put onto the tip of it, but those pieces can be had aftermarket from the manufacturers generally. I'm assuming CMMG is every bit as good with their customer service as Spikes Tactical is. Spikes Tactical took care of me years after I bought the kit. I mean, it was at least 2 years after I had the kit that I had my issues. Sent it back to them. They sent me a whole new kit. So I'd expect CMMG or any of these other people. I think Rock River does one now. If they don't, it might be Stag. Somebody's doing it. I would expect them to be just as reliable in customer service and send you a new piece and or a new kit. And if they're really cool like Spikes Tactical was, they'll include an extra magazine for your troubles. Anyway, so that was a look at the 25-yard rapid fire. Kind of a cool look, I think. I've never done a zoomed in bullet impact, so I'm curious to go back during editing and see how the spread was, if the spread was nice and tight and just swooping across, or if it was here, 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 I'm interested in seeing how that all played out. Anyway, so this is going to be the end of the range report. Might do some tabletop stuff on it, probably not though. See you guys later. Scrag 101, out of here. So a little bit more covering the problems that I've had with this kit. The kit that I purchased worked great for about, I'd say, maybe 2,000, 3,000 rounds. After that, started having some issues. Probably the biggest issue was the gun would cycle maybe once or twice, and then it would stovepipe, and it would do this consistently. After inspecting the kit, I had noticed that there was some small cracking right along the top of the cartridge adapter. The cracking was just a line coming down the middle here, and I thought, okay, well maybe what's happening is there's not enough back pressure to send the hammer, or sorry, not the hammer, the action back far enough so it would recycle the bolt and recock the hammer, do everything it needs to do to continue cycling. I thought, okay, there's a gas loss somewhere, so it was short stroking, and that's why I kept getting the stovepiping. Upon further inspection, I actually found out that there was kind of a whole mixture of problems. One, when I took down my AR, I found that the hammer pin was broken. Now the hammer pin, if you're familiar with the AR platform, it can break. It's not the most sturdy piece on the gun, but I did find out that conversion kits, whether it be 22, 9mm, whatever, they tend to put a slightly different impulse on the hammer as it's coming back, and so they can snap those hammer pins. Now this could have just been, how many rounds I've put through the gun combined with the fact that I was shooting a lot of 22 through it, but it did indeed break the hammer pin. So the hammer pin being broken was part of the reason, at least from the explanation that I got off of Spike's website. But that in combination with that blowback loss from the split head here. So I'll go ahead and talk a little bit about the customer service. So I contacted Spikes through email, just directly on their website. They have, a questions and answers kind of thing. Filled that out, sent it off, and almost immediately received an email back within an hour or so. And basically they said, what's the issue? Go a little bit more in depth with this. So I explained it a little bit further, and they went ahead and they sent me out a new kit. Not the new kit, but they sent out a new bullet adapter, the front end of the kit. I put that in, and still I was having some major issues. Even after replacing the hammer pin, I'm not sure what it was, but I was just having major issues. So I contacted him again, said, hey, you know, I've tried putting another 500 or so rounds through this, still having a similar issue. It wasn't doing it nearly as bad, though. It was doing it maybe 1 in every 10 shots now, but it was still consistently jamming. After a couple of spring modifications that they had me try, still no luck. He said, here we go, I'm just going to send you a new kit. So he sent out a whole new kit, brand new kit. Sent me out a box, came with an additional magazine, which I thought was excellent. And just had an RA for the old kit, so I sent back the old bad kit and have a brand new kit. And so far, this kit has been working flawlessly. Can't say that I'm unhappy at all with it. So a big shout out to Spikes Tactical and their customer service on that. Definitely an excellent company to do business with, and I'd highly recommend going with them for any of your AR purchases. And I'm not sure if they still sell the ST22 kits, these anymore. I didn't see them listed on their website, so they may only be selling or doing parts for them now. Not 100% sure on that. Anyway, so that's a little bit closer look at the problem that I had with this and the solutions, the fixes, things like that. But they do highly suggest that you not over lubricate these, and that's one thing that I would say for sure, make sure you stick to that. The nickel finish that they put on these is really smooth as it is, and just a really light coating of oil is all it takes. Even just, you know, wet your fingers with it and run it along the rails, and you should be fine. So check it out. Don't know if you can still buy the ST22 kits. I haven't actually looked that up, but if you can, highly recommend them. The features that they offer over, say, like a CMMG kit, they put these O-rings here on the bullet adapter that helps seal the bullet in there a little bit better, or in theory it does. It is definitely a tight seal, because when you pull this kit out, it's noticeably snug in there. So those O-rings are doing something. You just want to make sure you keep them nice and lubed so that they don't tear. And that is supposed to help, of course, keep more of the gas forward so that you're getting better propulsion out, as well as a better recoil or recocking and recycling of the system. Anyway, so yeah, check them out. When I purchased mine a while ago, I think it was $189 or $199, came with the kit and I think it was 2 magazines. Might have just been 1, can't remember. However, when I did get the kit replaced, they were kind enough to send me a whole nother magazine, so I'm up to 3 now. Anyway, so thanks for checking this out. This is Scrag 101 signing out.